Have you noticed? Have you noticed that you're poor and naked and wretched?
Ooh.
You still think you got it all together. Where did you die and you not notice you died?
Whoa.
How many of you are walking around, walking corpses and don't even know? How many of us as believers are supposed to be walking around thriving and functioning in the kingdom and in the calling that God's given us, and we don't even know we're dead?
Ooh, that's good.
Or dying? Are we a dead church? Are we a lukewarm church? See, one of the biggest problems in our culture is getting complacent. Because we have so much.
Yeah, we do.
This is really our biggest dilemma. Because we, as a culture, have so much. Our poorest person is still not the poorest person. Not compared to other cultures. Really not at all. We have so much. So what we consider poor, I mean, someone could look at their taxes and say, well, I only made such and such this year. That's under poverty level. Whose poverty level?
Ooh, yeah.
America's poverty level, maybe. But not other cultures. We make so much more and have so much more available to us. And so because it's so easily available, we actually get a very complacent, lackadaisical attitude. And actually we get slothful. That's what the word slothful means. Slothful actually means to lose momentum, to lose passion. It doesn't mean lazy. It doesn't mean you don't work hard and that you don't do a lot of things. It means you're passionless about the things that were important once to you, and you lost your momentum. So we think of slothful. We hear the word, we see the word. If you read the Bible, you'll see, don't be slothful about something. Or you'll see that God hates slothfulness. He hates it when we lose our passion. You know why? When we lose our passion, we're actually on the verge of dying. That's why. He knows that when we lose our passion, we start to die. If you were once a passionate person who loved to be here at church and be involved in ministry, and you're barely hanging on, you need to check your heart. Because something's dying in you. And that was really where God was showing me. Something is dying in you. And you're not even going to notice when you are dead if you don't catch it right now. And there was a tree my mom saw as we were passing. I had told her about these trees I kept seeing. I said, I don't know what I'm seeing, but I feel like I'm seeing it in the spirit realm, not just in the physical. I just didn't know how to interpret it. So God showed me later. She had seen this one tree and it was completely dead. There was no leaves on the entire trunk of the tree or any of the branches except for right at the top there was like 3 leaves that stuck out. And it was a huge tree, and it was like, really? And that was kind of what I saw. It was like, you don't even know how on the verge of death sometimes we are, and we've lost our passion and we've lost our momentum and we're just hanging out there. And everybody thinks we're alive because we've got 3 little leaves poking up at the top. And yet we're dead as a doornail. We're just on the verge of quitting it all and running away. Right? Well, I understand that. You know, we all get there. That's why the word says don't get weary in well-doing. There's a reason. Listen, Satan's number one thing against you is not storms and attacks and all those things. Listen, it really is for this reason alone, to wear you out. His number one goal against the saints is to wear them down. That really is his weapon. If he can just wear us down and wear us out, then you know what? He won. Why? Because we'll sit down and quit fighting. We'll sit down and we'll just not have any passion. Well, I know I'm going to heaven one day. The rapture will happen. Yeah. But who are you taking with you?